Hey guys, so today I'm going to be filming my winter makeup must-haves and grab a snack and a drink because this video is going to be extremely long. I have so many products to share with you. So every 3 months I like to do my seasonal makeup must-haves to let you guys know what products I'm going to be using for that season and to give you all some recommendations of some seasonal makeup products that you might want to try. So I'm going to be sharing with you eyeshadows, cheek products, lip products, and nail polishes in this video, and I am going to be mentioning some things that were discontinued or limited edition, and it's not to rub it in your face, but it's to remind you to pull these things out of your collection if you already own them. And I'm also showing them to you because they are my personal must-haves and I will be using them this season. So I will have all the products listed and linked in the description box. Make sure you check down there for more information. Also check down below in the description box because I will be linking any tutorials I have using these products. And let's get started with the eyeshadows. So for eyeshadows, I have one cream that I plan on using this season, and this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Black Orchid that came out in a spring collection for this year. And for me, this is the purpley silver cool tone version of Maybelline Bad to the Bronze, which you guys know I love and I've used it a ton. So I really want to give this one some love. I think this would be a great all over the lid one and done cream shadow for winter. Next, I have an Almay Trio for green eyes in the shade 024, and this is an amazing quality trio. This has been discontinued, but I will link it down below if I can find it for you guys online. And in this trio you get a seashell pink, a burgundy, and a cream. So these are shadows that are made for green eyes, but anyone with any eye color can use these shadows. Next, I have two singles from ColourPop. So burgundy is one of my favorite colors to wear in the winter time. So these two shades are definitely must-haves for me. And as you can see, they are pretty similar, so you don't need both, but I can definitely justify the differences between them. So the first shade is Drift, which came out in last year's holiday collection, but it was added to the permanent line. And this is an amazing burgundy cranberry color. And then the other shade I have is Lectra, which is part of the Megan NYX quad, and this one is more purple, if you can tell. Drift is more red and Lectra is more purple. So next, I have two MAC Extra Dimension shadows, which are great quality. They're very metallic and pigmented. The first shade I have is Ready to Party, and this is an opal eyeshadow. It really has those amazing pink and purple opal reflex to it. The other shade I have is Smoky Mauve, which is just that. It is a smoky silvery mauve color. My next must-have would be 6 regular MAC eyeshadows. It would be this center cool tone row here and this shade. So to tell you the colors, I have Yogurt, Satin, Taupe, Cranberry, Haux, Deep Damson, and Fig 1. Then I have some palette favorites for winter, and the first one would be the original Urban Decay and Naked Basics. I also think Naked Basics 2 would be perfect because it is really cool tones. And this is my go-to lazy winter eye makeup look. I'll put Walk of Shame on my lid, Buff Naked 2 in my crease and transition area, and then highlight my brow bone with Foxy, and I am good to go. And of course I have to also mention the Urban Decay and Naked 2 palette. I am using this on my eyes today. Please let me know your favorite looks using this palette because I really want to try to get into some more shadows because I'm sticking towards the ones that I know and love. So on my eyes today, I'm wearing YDK. On my lid and in the crease, I'm wearing Tease. But as you can see, there are some amazing, beautiful, cool tone colors in here. My next must-have would be the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette. And this is a palette that you can really use in the fall time or in the winter time. It has some really great rosy tones in here. So this is the palette I'm going to be reaching for in February because these colors really remind me of Valentine's Day. They're just really romantic colors and definitely want to get some more use out of this palette. Then I have the Too Faced Naked Eye palette, which again has 9 cool tone colors in here, and I usually will gravitate for this day look, and then I'll line my upper lash line with a matte black stiletto. My last palette would be the Kat Von D Interstellar palette, and what you get in here would be some nice silvers, taupes, and purples. So that was all for the eyeshadows, and now on to the cheeks. So because I have quite a few bronzers, contours, and highlighters in my collection, I have designated a specific one for each season to make sure that they're all getting some love. And my winter bronzer would be Benefit Hoola. This is a great neutral tone bronzer on my fair skin. For anyone that is deeper than me, a medium skin tone, this is going to be more cool on you. And then my go-to winter contour would be my NYX Blush in Taupe. This is an amazing cool tone gray contour for fair skin. If you are fair and do not have this, you need to buy it now. And my winter highlighter is the MAC Extra Dimension Skinfinish in the shade Superb, which is a beautiful silvery rose gold color, and I really love this one. It has a really metallic finish, which I love for my fair skin. And then I have 6 blushes for winter. The first one is Roll Over from Fall, and this is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Expose, which is a rosy tone neutral. And this color does pull a bit more rosy when I wear it with these lip colors and these eyeshadows. My next blush is Elf Berry Mary, which is a drugstore alternative to NARS Sen. This is a beautiful plum berry blush with some golden shimmer to it. My next shade is MAC Breath of Plum, which is a stunning plum shade. This is really flattering on the skin. It does have more of a satin finish. My next blush must-have is Clinique's Cheek Pop in the shade Heather Pop, which is just a beautiful mauve color. Next I have ColourPop Prenup, which is a beautiful winter pink in my opinion. This is going to be a really light flush of pink on the cheeks. And my last blush is ColourPop Cheerio, which is an amazing berry plum shade. This is probably the color I'm most excited for. This one and Elf Berry Mary are the two that really speak to me. So this color is a little bit intimidating because it is so intense and deep, but I am wearing it on my cheeks today and I freaking love this color. You need it. So moving on to lip products, I have so freaking many. So I split them up into 4 color categories. The first category is going to be those grayed out pinky nudes. Secondly, I have winter pinks. Then I have mauves. And lastly, I have berries and vampy shades. The first shade I have is a ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Tootsi, which does have a matte finish. And that would be this top swatch right here. Then I have the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Trap, and that would be the second swatch. Then I have what I'm wearing today. This is the Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick in the shade Stone, and that would be the third swatch. And moving on to winter pinks. First I have the ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Bound, which is a glossy finish, and that would be this fourth swatch right here. The next shade is the Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipstick in the shade Blushing Pout, and that would be this swatch right here. And this is a grayed out pink, but it is still a little bit bright, so this is a color that you can use in spring or winter. So if you want a little bit of brightness in your lip color, this would be a great option. Next I have the Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm in the shade Elusive, and that would be this swatch right here. Next I have a lip gloss. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Vanilla Cream Pie. That would be this swatch right here. And lastly, for winter pinks, I have another gloss. This is the Buxom Full On Lip Polish in the shade Sophia, which is a light pink with some gray to it. And that would be this bottom swatch. So Sophia is a color that I would recommend putting on top of any of these other shades if you want to have a more glossy finish. It will give you a little bit of color, but not a ton. So now moving on to the mauve lip category. First I have the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in the shade Honey, and that would be this top swatch. Then I have this MAC Patent Polished Lip Pencil in the shade Kittenish, and that would be the second swatch. Next I have the ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Contempo, which is a matte finish. That would be this third swatch right here. Then I have the ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Lumiere, which has a matte finish. And that would be this fourth swatch right here. Then I have a Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipstick in the shade Lust for Blush. And that would be this fifth swatch right here. Next I have a lip gloss. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake. And that would be the swatch second from the bottom. And lastly for mauves, I have another lip gloss. This is the Buxom Full On Lip Polish in the shade Dolly. So Dolly is this bottom swatch here. And Dolly is another gloss that won't give a ton of color on its own, so this is a great gloss to layer over any of those other mauve lip products if you want them to have a little bit more shine. And my last lip product category would be berries and vampy colors. First, I have the sheerest option of all of the colors in this category. This is the Revlon lip butter in the shade Berry Smoothie, and that would be this top swatch right here. Next, I have the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Bad Habit, and that would be the second swatch. Next, I have the NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade Hunk, and that would be the third swatch. Then I have a ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Flawless, which is a satin finish, and that would be the fourth swatch. Then I have the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade More Better, and that would be the bottom swatch. Next, I have a Revlon Just Bitten Kissel Balm Stain in the shade Crush, and that would be this top swatch right here. Then I have a NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade Licorice, and that would be this second swatch. Then I have a ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Tiger, which is a sheer finish. That would be this third swatch right here. Next, I have a ColourPop Lippie Stick in the shade Lady, which is a matte finish, and this is a brown tone red. And that would be the fourth swatch. Next, I have a Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipstick in the shade Divine Wine, and that would be this fifth swatch. Lastly, I have a Revlon Colorburst Matte Balm in the shade Standout, and that would be the bottom swatch. Lastly, I'm going to be talking about nail polish. So in the winter, I like to wear polishes that are either more neutral shades of nude and blush, or I like to wear deeper vampy colors, and I also love silvery cool tone metallics. So my first polish should be CoverGirl Outlast in the shade Always Naked, which is a perfect nude. I like to wear this on its own for that mannequin hand effect. Next, I have a combination, and both of these polishes are from L'Oreal. The first shade is from the L'Oreal collection Privé, and this is the shade Doutson's Nude. This is an amazing blush shade, and the other color I use is one of the L'Oreal Gold Dust texture polishes in the shade The Statement Piece, and this is an amazing white gold. So I like to wear this shade on my middle and ring finger as an accent nail, and then wear this shade on the rest of my nails. This is one of my favorite winter manicures. Next, I have OPI Taupeless Beach, which is an amazing formula. This is a great taupe. It's not too purple, it's not too gray. It has some rosy tones to it. It's a great mix of all three colors. Then I have Essie's Merino Cool, which is a gray shade, but it also has a little bit of taupey undertones to it, but this is more gray than OPI Taupeless Beach. Next, I have Essie's Warm and Toasty Turtleneck, and this is a great way to incorporate a brighter shade on your nails for the winter time. This is a dusty grayed out lilac shade. The next shade I have is Essie Recessionista, which is a beautiful berry burgundy color. And my next polish is what I'm wearing on my nails today. This is Zoya's Margot. This is my all-time favorite vampy polish. This is the perfect mix of wine and plum. I find it really hard to pick out a vampy color that doesn't pull too purple or too red. This is the perfect mixture of the two. And my last vampy color would be the Sally Hansen Complete Salon Manicure in the shade Plum Luck, which is a straight up plum color. And lastly for nails, I have 4 different metallics. The first one is OPI Designer De Better. This came out a couple years ago in the Muppets collection, and this is an amazing platinum polish with copper reflex. My next polish is OPI DS Radiance, which is a straight up foil silver polish that I cannot wait to wear. I think this will really stand out on the nail. Next, I have OPI is Frosty Outside, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous silver texture polish that looks really amazing on the nails. It does have a silver base, and then it does have some silver holographic glitter in here, which really gives it more dimension and makes this polish a little bit more unique. Clinique. And my last polish is Color Club's Harp On It, which is a silver holographic polish that looks amazing out in the sunlight. So guys, that was my extremely long winter makeup must-haves. Make sure you check the description box to see all of the products that I talked about. I would love to know your winter makeup must-haves in a comment down below. I would also love to know your thoughts if you've tried out any of these products. Thank you all so much for watching. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.